Most of us operate in environments that are far from conducive to rational thinking, yet we wonder why our decisions often fall short of what we hope for. The modern-day office is a prime example, a space designed almost perfectly to sabotage good decision-making. Think about it. You arrive at work, and before you've even settled in, your inbox is overflowing with emails demanding your attention. You dive in, handling what seems urgent, convincing yourself that you'll deal with the rest later. Just as you begin to find your rhythm, the phone rings. It's your boss, asking about a proposal for a meeting that's in 30 minutes. You haven't read it yet, so you quickly skim the executive summary and pretend you're fully prepared. The truth is, you're winging it, just like everyone else. By the time you look up, the day is almost over. Your inbox has grown even larger, and you've made only marginal progress on multiple fronts. So where did the day go? This isn't an isolated experience. It's the norm for many. Every day becomes a cycle of minor progress on numerous tasks, rather than significant strides on the things that truly matter. The unwritten rule is that to justify your job, you must constantly be in motion sending emails, attending meetings, chasing down tasks, regardless of whether this busyness translates into meaningful work. The culture in most workplaces prioritizes politics and signaling over putting people in positions where they can succeed. The physical environment promotes distraction and busyness over focus and deep thinking. Neither of these environments is aligned with good decision-making. So, what can we do? To contrast, consider the environment of Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time. Buffett, alongside his longtime business partner Charlie Munger, understands the profound impact environment has on decision-making. Despite their natural intellectual gifts, they've structured their workspaces to optimize their ability to make rational decisions. Buffett's office is a sanctuary for thinking. There's no computer on his desk, no constant barrage of emails pulling him away from deep thought. His day isn't filled with meetings, nor is he under pressure to deliver tangible results at every turn. Instead, he spends his time reading and thinking activities that fuel his extraordinary decision-making abilities. If you want to think like Buffett, you can't have distractions constantly vying for your attention. You need quiet and calm, not a flurry of ideas and noise. This is why Buffett chose to base his operations in Omaha, far from the hectic environment of New York. In places like Omaha, it's easier to maintain perspective and think clearly without being overwhelmed by irrelevant factors and the noise of business. As Buffett says, if you can't think clearly in Omaha, you're not going to think clearly anywhere. Putting Buffett in a typical modern office would be like exposing Superman to kryptonite. His superpowers of focus and clarity would fade. But because he has deliberately designed his environment to minimize distractions and maximize thoughtful decision-making, he continues to excel. While we like to believe that we are fully in control, the truth is that our environments significantly influence our behavior. We often underestimate the power of our subconscious mind, which is far more influential than we realize. Yet, when it comes to improving our decision-making, we focus almost entirely on the conscious brain-learning mental models, acquiring knowledge, and honing our thinking strategies. However, there's little point in boosting our mental horsepower if we don't create an environment that allows us to use it effectively. Imagine having a powerful engine in a car, but only being able to use a fraction of its potential because the roads are full of obstacles. That's what it's like when we try to make good decisions in a poorly designed environment. So, how can we design an environment that helps us think clearly and make better decisions? One strategy is to structure your day to maximize energy. Many people start their day with low-value tasks, checking emails, returning voicemails, catching up on small tasks when their mental energy is at its peak. Important decisions and meetings are often pushed to the afternoon when the brain is already tired. To maximize your productivity, flip this routine. Tackle the most critical tasks when your mind is freshest. Work on solving the biggest problems first, or focus on tasks that will continue to benefit you after they're completed. Another strategy is to think in chunks of time. Break your day into large blocks of time dedicated to focused work. These chunks should be long enough, ideally several hours, to allow you to get into a state of flow, where you're fully immersed in a task. Interruptions can be costly, often taking up to 30 minutes to regain the same level of focus. If your schedule is filled with meetings every 45 minutes, you'll find it impossible to achieve the deep concentration needed for solving complex problems. Whenever possible, consolidate your meetings to free up large, uninterrupted periods of time for your most important work. Finally, make effective behaviors easy by removing distractions. If your phone constantly buzzes with notifications, move it to the other side of the room or turn it off completely during work sessions. If emails pull you away from writing or thinking, disconnect from Wi-Fi. If you find yourself watching too much TV, cancel subscriptions that make it too easy to binge watch. In an open office, invest in noise-canceling headphones to signal that you don't want to be interrupted. The goal is to make productive behaviors easy and unproductive behaviors hard. While we can't control every aspect of our environment, we have more influence than we often realize. By designing our surroundings to minimize distractions and maximize focus, we can unlock more of our mental potential, make better decisions, and work more effectively on the things that truly matter.